Good morning, everyone. So it's another beautiful, hot, sunny day here in Zadar. It's actually our last full day here. So we're heading out on another day trip, and this time we're going to Pag Island. Okay, so we made it to the island of Pag. So the reason why we could take a bus is because it's connected by a bridge to the mainland. So that was really nice. We didn't have to hop on a ferry, and the drive was so beautiful. First impressions, it's a lot more dry, like less vegetation, less trees than some of the other places that we've been on the mainland, and a little bit more rural, but I absolutely love it. It's so quaint and quiet. We actually got this as a recommendation from some other people in our hostel. They said it was a ghost town, but the beaches were so beautiful and the scenery was so beautiful, so we just had to come here. But I think we're all a little bit hungry, so we're gonna go to the center and see if we can get some food. Okay, so we've come to the restaurant called Genius, which is right by the main beach in Pag, and we ordered some food. I got the chicken risotto, and so did Sydney.
I got the lasagna bolognese.
Should we do a little taste test?
Yeah, I think mine's gonna be red.
It looks like mine comes with like cucumbers, chicken obviously, and then a whole bunch of spices. I've only tried risotto once, and it's what Sydney got in, where was that? In Bela Luca. In Bela Luca.
Excellent.
That's really good. That is very yummy. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I do.
Really good. And I think mine was only 60 kunas, so the prices here, like for the location too, are like excellent.
That's awesome. Okay, it's cooled down a little bit, so we're gonna try a bite. It kind of reminds me of one of my favorite big lasagnas at home, so we'll see if it tastes the same. It's excellent. It's got like a little more tomato flavor to it, which I really quite enjoy. So yeah, I think this is gonna be an awesome baked lasagna.
All right, so we've just finished lunch, and we've literally only gone a couple steps outside of the restaurant to that main beach area. I'm pretty sure it's called Plaza Prosica or something like that. It looks to be like the only really big main beach here, so it was super easy to find, and they have a whole bunch of loungers set up, which is really nice. They're built out of concrete with tile on top, so not easy to move. So Graham and I are set up here, and then Sydney is all the way over there because we cannot drag them. But the beach itself is so pretty, and you get such a nice view of like mountains on the mainland, as well as like the more like deserted part of the island where there's like no vegetation, and then obviously the town of Pag too. So I think we're gonna set up here for the next couple of hours. We have all afternoon to kill because our bus doesn't come until 6:20 tonight, so lots of time. Okay, it is super hot out, so it's time to go for a swim. So we're back at the bus station. We had full intention of exploring the town and exploring along the coast because our friends from the hostel who came here found a really nice cove that they stayed at and went swimming at. But we were just so content at the beach. The water was a lovely temperature. There was no seaweed. It was clear and it was just really nice to swim in and hang out in. And like the restaurant was right there. So we just honestly stayed there all afternoon. And to be fair, there isn't a lot of the town that's open right now. I don't think it's quite the season yet for them. So lots of restaurants are doing like construction and stuff, trying to get ready. Not a lot of souvenir shops and other shops are open. So really that was kind of our only option, but we loved it. And the day honestly flew by. The landscape is so pretty and it's just so different from many of the other places that we've been in Croatia because it's a lot more like a dry atmosphere with dry islands and not as many trees and stuff. Pag Island is known for a specific town, but I forget the name. I'll put it down below. That's known for hosting like lots of parties and music events and stuff. But Pag Town, which is where we're at, is such a chill vibe. I loved it. It was so low-key. There wasn't very many people here. Everyone was so nice. So I highly recommend you come here. It's super easy for a day trip. Not the cheapest, I would say. It did cost us 58 kunas each way, but it is just over an hour drive, so like that's kind of understandable. But yeah, we just had a really lovely day and now we're just waiting for the bus to pick us up and take us back to Zadar. So this is actually the bus station. The office is closed right now, but that's the bus stop we can wait at. And then the beach that we went to is just beside this long building here, so you cross the bridge to get over to that side. And the cove that our friends were talking about was if you continue past the beach and walk along here by the houses, I believe it's somewhere in this area there. So that would have been super pretty to go to, but I did see a couple sailboats in coves from the beach that we were at, so I don't think that we would have been alone, but I kind of wish we went there, but I was also having a nice day relaxing on the beach. Okay, so we're back in Zadar and I think we're all getting a little bit hungry, so we're gonna head back to the hostel and make some food. Alright, so full disclosure, I'm not even in Zadar anymore, but this vlog ended up being a little bit shorter, so I thought I'd end it off just giving you guys an update on our trip because there's going to be some big changes coming up because Zadar was actually our last new stop on the trip. So the next day we are actually heading back to Split because from Split we're actually going to fly back home to Canada. So our Europe adventure that I started with Narissa is actually coming to an end. It's really sad, but I'm also very excited to go home and spend the summer with my family. So yeah, it's been a super great time, but once we get back to Split, we have about 2 full days and then we fly out Sunday night to go back home. And our flight journey is going to be a long one. It includes 2 very long layovers, so the moods may not be the best, but we are excited for our travel day. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that that's our last new city of the trip. I have absolutely loved Croatia, and I know that Sydney and Graham have too, so it'll be sad to leave. But because we've been to Split before, I'm not really going to be doing any filming. It's mainly just we're using it as a stopover before we start our real journey. So you guys will just see our travel day to Split. And then the next one after that is going to be our travel day all the way back home to Canada. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little day trip, and I hope you've enjoyed this Croatia series, and I will see you in the next one.
Wrong one.
And now we're just waiting for the bus to pick us up and take us back to Zagreb. Nope.
Mine is incredibly hot. You saw I hit my arm on the little pan, and it's very hot, so
You burn yourself?
got a little more.
No! Oh my gosh.